What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, have a little bit of explaining to do. As you can see, we have these lovely diodynamic fog lights that have been on the truck for a while now. I absolutely love them. They're awesome, but they're also $340. So, little backstory. So we bought these fog lights to do a review on off of Amazon. I think they're the Bicyaco ones. I have to look and see. It's been a while. These were actually on the truck for probably about a month before we got these diodynamic fog lights. So what happened was we filmed this video that you're about ready to see on the best budget fog light that we can get for the F150s. And then like a couple weeks later, before we got done editing the video, Diodynamics messaged us and was like, hey, we want to send you these instead. So we ended up not posting this part of the video, or this video, and posted those first. So if you guys are looking for fog lights, these things are freaking awesome. They're badass. I highly recommend them. They're also $340. These are $55 on Amazon. Obviously, they're not the same quality as these guys are, but if you guys are looking for something that's better than the cracked factory fog lights that are halogen and you're looking for LEDs, I highly recommend those. So let's go ahead and roll a video that we did on these and we'll go from there. So these are the lights that I ended up ordering. I will definitely put the link down below. Seems like a very popular option on the F-150 groups. So I figured might as well give it a shot for 65 bucks and see how they hold up. Alright, so ordered them. They came today. Comes in a very non-descriptive black box that has one little barcode on it. So you can go ahead and pop them up. It's a nice little cover so they don't get scratched. And there you go. Got both fog lights. So obviously comes with the two fog lights. Already comes with the pigtail wired. Comes with a nice little plastic covering over them. Make sure they don't get scratched. First impressions, it's actually pretty good. Like, they're full metal fog lights. Seems like the covers are pretty thick. Yeah, it seems like a decent fog light for, 65 bucks. So same thing with the other fog light. Same deal, already wired, and the most important thing, don't lose these. This is your adjustment springs. So each fog light has its own spring, as well as a little bolt that goes in there, so you can adjust the height when it's inside the truck, so you're not blinding your oncoming traffic. So there's a little unboxing. I guess we'll go head out to the truck and we'll get started. Like I told you guys, here's my factory fog lights. You can kind of see, they're all cracked. This is the driver's side. Passenger side is cracked and fogged over. So that is the main reason I think there's water in there too. Interesting. Okay, so that's the main reason why we want to switch these out is, number one, they're not cracked. Number two, they'll be brighter because they're LEDs. And I actually, in another video coming up, got new headlight bulbs that will match the 600 or 6000K fog lights that we're going to put in now. So getting started, you will need just a various, different sizes of flatheads, as well as probably a shorter Phillips head to take off the factory adjustment screw. So I guess we'll go underneath the truck and see what we're working with. So here's under the truck. This is the height adjustment for the fog lights, and then the plug. And then on each side, I don't know if you guys can see, this is where the little tabs go. So as you can see right here, the tabs that are on the side of the fog light lock into there. So the goal is to first undo the bulb, take the bulb out. Then you end up taking the spring out of here because it's attached, the bottom section's attached to the actual housing of the fog light, which is attached to your bumper. And then you end up pulling these back, kind of like that, and then you can kind of jimmy the fog light out. So we will attempt to do all of that. turn this sideways. See if I can get my hand in there so you guys can actually see. Fog light out. Or turn the bulb. The bulb pops out. Get the bulb out of the way. And then the next thing we're going to need to do is take the screw out right here. You can probably fit maybe a medium-sized Phillips head screwdriver in there. I grabbed the stubby one just so I'm not smacking into stuff. Oh, there we go. Alright, so there's that screw. Then you can pull your spring out. And now the fog light is free to turn up and down. So the next part we're going to have to do is pull these tabs off or back on each side. What I'll try and do is pull one side first and then I'll go to the other side. Hopefully I can kind of get in here somewheres and pull that. But let's see if we can work on this side real quick. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so as you guys just saw, it's easier to take a bigger screwdriver from this back. Right there. Just gonna go in and you can twist it. Okay, so what I basically did is once it was popped up, kind of up over here, I put in a screwdriver on each side and just kind of popped it the rest of the way out, and then the whole thing comes out like this. So as you can see, those are the tabs we were talking about. So we have the new LED. We're gonna have to go ahead and fish this wire through that hole right here. Push this in that way. So all you guys are gonna have to do is center these up and push it in. I don't think this side's, I guess it is in. All right, so you go ahead and grab that bag that was in the parts kit, and you'll need one of the springs, one of these pieces, one of the washers, one of the little bolts. Everything else, all the other 4 pieces are for the other side, so you can go ahead and set these aside for now. Basically what we're going to do, climb underneath the truck. See this little piece is exactly the same thing that was on our factory one. So we'll go ahead and push that up in that little square plug. Make sure you go ahead and pull off the factory bulb. Get that out of the way. And then you can put this little white piece back in. It should kind of snap right into that little groove. The next thing we'll do is put the spring back in, or put the new spring right where that same style where the old one is. Alright, so we got the spring in there. Take this washer, go ahead and put it on this bolt right here. You can stick the bolt up through the middle of the spring. I think the hardest part of this is getting the spring to cooperate so you can, there we go, put the adjuster on. You can pull this down. Alright, the adjuster's on. Obviously we're going to have to adjust the fog light back up. I can feel it's pointing, actually. I'll go ahead and adjust a little bit of it now. I can feel it's pointing straight down on the ground. So see if we can raise that up a little bit. You can feel it go up with your fingers if you put your hand on the outside of the fog light. Alright, I kind of brought it up a little bit to the center. I'm sure we're going to have to adjust it later. And then put the plug in. Snap this puppy into place. Gonna stick this up out of the way. And then we'll go see what the fog light looks like. So here's the final product. You can go ahead and pull this protective film off real quick. And voila. There is one aftermarket fog light. We'll go run over to the other side. That's what the factory crack one looks like. This is what the aftermarket. You can see it's much darker and kind of blends more into the housing. And let's, I guess, go ahead and turn the fogs on real quick and see what it looks like. So here it is up close. Factory fog light. Aftermarket fog light. So you can tell this one's quite a bit bluer. This is a 6000K, and then I'm not sure what the factory rating is. So let's wait till it gets dark and we can kind of compare them at night. Alright, so here they are, guys. It's gotten dark out, as you can see the color difference. And what I'll do, alright, so that is the new fog. Looks like I need to raise it up just a hair. Let me jump on the other side. Holy cow. That is a huge difference. Alright, so here's some driving impressions. This is actually just the fog lights on. And then this is with the headlights on. So I'm thinking the fog lights are either just as bright or probably even brighter than the factory halogen headlights. So as you can see, the halogen headlights do not match at all with the 6000K fog lights. Alright guys, so that wraps up the fog light install. I went ahead and linked the exact fog lights that I purchased down below, so if you guys want to check that out. Thank you for watching, thanks for subscribing. Stay tuned because, you know, the fog lights don't match the headlights anymore. So bulbs are next for the headlights. So I will see you guys in that episode. Bye.